Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the NWSL playoff scenario headed into the second to last weekend. Of course, that'll be followed by a gap week for international play, and the decision day will be Sunday, November 2nd. But there's some very interesting scenarios shaping up, and of course, Current has locked up the Shield and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The Spirit have locked up second and home field advantage until the final, unless they're playing somebody other than KC, and that's if they make it. Orlando has also locked up a spot. The returning champions are struggling a bit, but hey, they're still in third place. They had such a good start to the year. A couple points, a couple wins has boosted them back up. And what's crazy is, if you're the Spirit, you're probably hoping that Orlando does finish third and Gotham fades to fourth, or that. I think I'd want to avoid Gotham versus Orlando, just by the way things are going. I think Orlando is a little more fragile than Gotham right now. But through a weird quirk of fate, if you look down at the bottom of the table at the last spots there, with Louisville hanging on to eighth at the moment, and Courage behind them, it looks like Bay and Gotham are going to decide which one of those teams gets in, if either. I mean, stranger things have happened, but I really don't think anyone below like Angel City or Dash is going to come up and make the playoffs. There's so much goal differential to make up, so many things that have to go right for them. And, if Louisville gets 1 point, one draw, neither Angel City nor the Dash can make it. And if they get a win, it doesn't look like the Courage will probably make it. I don't know that the Courage can win both games. Gotham at home, maybe. We'll see. But isn't that weird? Just the way the schedule works out gives you some very juicy games at the end where Bay and Gotham both play Louisville and the Courage for the last couple games. That's amazing. On top of that, Orlando and the Spirit, to step outside the NWSL playoffs thing, both have must-win CONCACAF Cup games this week. Orlando needs to beat Pachuca to take second, and the Spirit need to beat Monterrey. Now, good for both teams. They're both playing at home. If they get the win, they're in, and we'll have three NWSL teams in the semifinals come the spring for the Women's CONCACAF Cup. But the playoffs, I mean, it's a weird thing going on with everyone tied up in the middle. Goal differentials are freaking horrible. They're such parity. As a manager, I'd be freaking out if I'm in third place, but only have a goal differential of +2. That's a strength, a testament to the strength of the league, because even the bottom of the league at the moment with Chicago Stars are very fun to watch. And dear NWSL, I have made you a new fan. My father is now a believer. Before, he's so tired of MLS, he loves watching the NWSL now because he can understand that they seem to have some sort of plan. So that's one more fan, one at a time, right? Convert them all. But the playoffs are shaping up nicely. I think it's going to be, I think this is said every year, but the best playoffs ever. And Kansas City is going to be tough to knock off, period. They're in such a good run. If they win, more power to them. As a Spirit fan, I'm hoping the Spirit win. As if you're a fan of another team, I'm hoping you're pulling up scenarios where your team could win. I just don't know now at this point who's going to take that last 8th spot, or if anyone's going to fade out. And it's crazy because it seems like it should have been decided, but teams keep dropping points and other ones keep rallying. And, to be fair, Angel City and Houston are both decent teams. They've had some injuries, they've had some bad luck, and they should be in the mix. And if you're basing it on a 2-part season, the Utah Royals, who were in dead last, the bottom of the table, getting no points, are in one heck of a run. It's not doing them any good for the playoffs, but that momentum they can carry forward to next spring. I think they have high hopes. And Chicago was one of the weirdest teams to watch this year. So up and down, and I just think they were better than the record. And of course, injuries and absences always play a big part. But this is going to be one heck of a penultimate weekend. And then November 2nd is going to be, there will be, just as, based on what's going on, there will be undecided factors going into the last day of the season. But again, I think Current is going to be hard to beat for anyone. But if you're Spirit, you send Gotham to the other side. Maybe Gotham knocks them off before you have to face them in the final. But as the juiciest game that could happen, I think, and maybe you guys disagree, let me know in the comments, that a Spirit versus KC final in the playoffs would be fantastic for viewing. And there's no disrespect to anyone else. If Spirit don't make it and Orlando gets a chance to repeat, that's one hell of a story. If Gotham can somehow get to the final. That's a hell of a story considering, how many injuries and things they had. And if there's a player, team that's in fifth or sixth or seventh that makes a miracle run, more power to them too. I think it's going to be great. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, if you made it through the video to this part, I would just like to give you a plea for some help. Okay, my family's in a bad way with my wife's health, and I also she has stage 4 leiomyosarcoma, and there's no cure. They've taken out a giant tumor in her right kidney, and she's getting treatment on her liver. We have a 10-year-old daughter and a business that failed due to her health and any chance we had of saving it, tariffs put an end to. At the same time, my father also lives with us. He's another U.S. Marine Corps Vietnam vet suffering from Agent Orange effects. It is on his 5th bout of cancer, which is stage 4, and it looks like he may even have leukemia from that disease. So I was naive and tried to keep the business open and should have closed it last year and kept all the business money for ourselves, but you're not supposed to do things like that. What I do need to do is raise about $10,000 to $12,000 over the next 60 days to finish saving the house. I have new jobs opportunities for 2026, but I got to make it till then. I'm doing everything I can with part-time work, gig work, all sorts of things, but I've just run up against the wall, okay? So if you can, there's a link below to a GoFundMe. Please try and share that, okay? And if you can, $5 makes a difference, okay? I know there's pain in the world, but $5 would make a difference right now. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.